Hello, welcome to What Time with Princess. Today we'll be looking at a very beautiful and captivating topic, that is anatomy of a slave queen. All right, let's first of all define what anatomy is or what it means. Anatomy means being detailed about something or a makeup. It's another name for anatomy is makeup. So maybe the makeup of something or the features or characteristics. So today we'll be looking at the makeup of a slave queen. What makes up a slave queen? Now, I also need you to understand that the position of a queen is not for everybody. The position of a queen is not for every human being. And if you desire to be a queen, or if you want to be a queen, there are prices you must pay to get yourself in that position. Okay, in this teaching, we're looking at the lives of two queens in the Bible who occupied the position of being a queen. All right, the first point I have is that a slave queen is beautiful. A slave queen is beautiful. Every slave queen is beautiful outwardly and inwardly. Queen Vashti has the beauty that attracted King Ahasuerus in Esther chapter 1, but lost him because of the beauty that retains. So she was not a slave queen. But Queen Esther had both beauty that attracts and retains, so she was a slave queen. Now, we've actually come to we've had this ideology of who a slave queen is, but here is a detailed, teaching of who a slave queen is. Now, in Esther chapter 1, in the book of Esther, there was a Queen Vashti. She had this beauty that attracts. She had the beauty of attraction, but she lost the king. She lost King Ahasuerus because she didn't have the beauty that retains. She was not able to retain her position as the queen. Do you understand? So Queen Esther had both the beauty that attracts and retains. So she was a real slave queen. Every lady is a slave queen, depending on how you position yourself, how you use your own. Vashti lost the kingdom by disobeying the king, and another took her place. Note this: the real beauty of a woman is in her and not in her lipstick and foundation. The real beauty is not in the face. It is the light in the heart. So if you are beautiful, if you call yourself a queen, it is not in your lipstick. Now, she disobeyed the king simply because she felt she was too beautiful. And let me also remind you that nobody is too important in this life. Everybody has a space that someone can replace. Someone can take your place at any given time. So you need to be conscious. You need to know when to draw the line. You need to know what to do. Okay. You're a queen when you attract and retain, and your retaining power is your character. Now, Queen Vashti, or Vashti, because she lost the title of being a queen. Vashti lost her position. She was not worthy of it because she was not able to pay the price. She didn't have what it takes, or what it actually takes to be a queen, or something like that. So, and your retaining power is your character. So that is why I said that beauty is not in the face, it is the light in the heart. Outer beauty attracts, while the inner beauty captivates. That's your inner beauty is your character. So that's your makeup, that's your character, can either make you, or it can either move you from your position or retain you in that position. Right. The second point I would like you to note is that a slave queen is an influencer. Okay, don't desire the position of a slave queen when you don't want to give some things up. Now remember, you need to give up to go up. So when you have this position as a queen, you automatically get to the top when you are a queen. So for you to, be that queen, for you to, carry yourself, you need to give up some things, some characters, some habits, some attitudes. The position of a queen is one that takes you to the top automatically. I've said that already. Makes you a people influencer. Vashti lost her place because of influencing the women under her wrongly. Now, she disobeyed the king in front of his aides and their wives. In order to save other wives from misbehaving like her, she was removed. But Queen Esther had the right influence. Now, for her not to, influence others wrong, that's why I said that if you're a queen, it's either you influence rightly or wrong. So it's either you know how to use your power as a queen in some aspects. So she disobeyed the king, and in Esther chapter 1 verse chapter 1 to 22, if you read down, you notice that when the king asked for her, she disobeyed because she felt she had her own feast, or maybe she was having her own feast with other women. So she disobeyed her husband simply because of her own her own schedules and the rest of them. That she lost. And the king's aides, his guards and the rest of them were like, we need to decide on what to do to this woman. So they actually decided that they would remove her from her place, and she lost her position. Okay, she was removed, but Queen Esther had the right influence. Queen Esther had the right influence. She was meek. She was able to play her shots well. All right, the third point I have here is that she develops herself. A queen or a slave queen develops herself. Every slave queen keeps developing herself because of the position she found herself. Esther, in Esther chapter 2 verse 15, accepted the advice given to her by the king's aide and was preferred to the others. Every slave queen keeps developing herself all round to be able to fit into the position she found herself. Now, every slave queen, see, when a man is successful, maybe when a man starts getting money, his wife needs to know the things to do, how to carry herself. So every slave queen knows how to carry herself, knows what to do, how to manage things around her. Now, Queen Esther took the advice. I know one thing, while I was studying it, I was like, wow, you need to something. See, nobody is above advising you. You're not too big to be advised or to be told what to do. Queen Esther accepted the advice of the king's aide, the people in the women's quarters. She accepted the advice and she was preferred. Now, Vashti's crown was taken away from her. Now, if this crown leaves my head now, if I remove it, my head will be empty. Now, if the crown is given to someone else, I will no longer have my crown. Queen Vashti, her crown was removed, given to Queen Esther. She lost her place. One thing you cannot afford to do is to lose your place. You can't. Vashti was now, she was given a punishment not to come to the king and come in front of the king again. So you need to be mindful of what you do. You cannot lead who is better than you. You cannot lead who is better than you. So you need to train yourself intellectually. You need to have something upstairs. It's not about the beauty. You cannot slay with your empty head. Women, ladies, girls, you cannot slay with your empty head. The sexiest part of your body is your brain. The most hottest, you're hot, but the hottest part is here. You need to have something to offer. Bring out ideas. What do you have to offer? Okay, what are you bringing to the table? That's the question I will leave for you to answer. Wherever you go, what are you leaving for them to remember? What are you leaving for them? When you talk, does it make sense? Impact is not gender sensitive. Not only men can make impact, women can make impact, even greater impact. So what do you have? Men want assets, not liability. So stop slaying with your body, slay with your head, and slay with your brain. There is something here. Okay, so the last point I have here is a slave queen is wise. She carries sense. A slave queen is a wise woman. Every slave queen goes for knowledge that brings wisdom. Proverbs 14 verse 1 says, every wise woman builds her home, but the foolish woman destroys it with her hands. So every wise woman, she builds whatever she lays her hands on. She's creative. She's Jim. Alright, Esther embraced God's wisdom and made it her topmost priority, and she lasted in her position than Vashti. The Bible says wisdom is better than the weapons of war. So wisdom is better than nagging your partner. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on today's section. See you same time next week Sunday. God bless you.
It's Word Time with Princess.
The biggest prophecy that will determine your future are your friends. Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are.
Every Sunday by 5 p.m. Follow us on this social media platforms: Facebook, Princess Chidiera Job; YouTube, Word Time with Princess. We inspire you to a great height.